We are celebrating the legacy of Dr. King today. We're sharing his words of wisdom throughout our show, but there are other ways to honor MLK all year round. This morning we're joined by Freda Gandy from the Spokane MLK Center. She's joining us now to talk more about how we are honoring Dr. King this morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, every year, Freda, we know there's a march right here in Spokane. It's always a great turnout, but this year, obviously, the event will be virtual. Can you tell us a little bit more about how it will be different this year?
Yes, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we had to cancel the annual Unity Rally and March and the resource fair that we normally have every year downtown at the Convention Center.
Tell us about how special the march is here in Spokane. I know since I moved to Spokane, it's always something that people talk about this time of year. It is just so impactful. What does it mean to this community?
Well, it's our time to gather and recommit ourselves to racial and social justice, and also to honor Dr. King, who committed his life to racial and social justice and also serving others. So it's just a way for us to come together, a way for people to support their local MLK Center in the process. We are a nonprofit social service agency, and we provide a variety of social and educational programs to primarily low-income people in Spokane. Been in existence for over 50 years.
That's amazing. So tell us, how do we celebrate this year? Though we can't gather physically together, there are ways. You talked about virtually. What are some of the other ways that we can remember Dr. King?
Well, there are several other ways, but we've put together as an organization a list of service projects that are what I would call a little bit more COVID-friendly than us gathering in the Convention Center. So you can also go to our website, www.mlkspokane.org, and there is a list of service projects. For example, there's an MLK Day Run for Justice 5K virtual race that you can do. You can put together winter care packages for families that we will give out who come to the center. There's a children's book list. Donate a book to kids. There are diversity books we wouldn't normally have here. So there are several ways to get involved. I recommend you checking out our website to learn more about those projects.
I love that, Freda. And then one final thought, what do you think is the best way to remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy in 2021?
Well, one way to remember that is that we need to understand that we need to be recommitting ourselves to racial and social justice throughout the year. His holiday is a day for us to start, but we need to continue on throughout the year.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us, Freda, this morning, and thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're back with more Up with Creme right after this.